That's the best sound in the morning. The coffee pot going. Just listen to it. It's like a symphony. A not fast enough symphony. So I use my Keurig View. They finally came out with one of those little filters for it. You know the K-Cup machines have those My K-Cup filters? It took them forever to come out with one for the View. V-Packs are expensive, man. They're pricey. So these mugs that I have, 14 ounces kind of fills it to the top, but it doesn't leave you much room. So I just brew 12 ounces now when I'm doing this. That way I have enough room to add the coconut oil and the coconut milk. And I don't use chock full of nuts most of the time. Like this has other coffee in it. I just mix. I get what I can get cheap, which when you're couponing, Maxwell House and Javalia is what you can get nice and cheap. So that's pretty much what's mixed most of the time, although sometimes I'll buy some organic free trade, which is what you should buy all the time, organic free trade. But you know what? You gotta buy what you can buy. While that's still brewing, let's walk over here. Okay, so a couple things. If you don't like the taste of coconut, or you're afraid you're not gonna like the taste of the coconut oil, get the refined. I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody will tell me, don't get the refined, dummy, because that's no good for you. I don't know, but it does not taste like coconut oil. And that's what I started with, because I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not. But I've bumped up to just the regular old, that's the Trader Joe's brand. And the Spectrum one looks like this. Okay. And what I'm using right now is my mixer. I'm using an old coconut oil jar. You can use a mason jar or whatever. And I use ginger. I really ought to get all organic spices. I gotta move in that direction. Nutmeg, because who knows what's really in these, right? Some cloves and some cinnamon. Now, if you have, Liam, can I help you with something? Uh-huh. If you have pumpkin pie spice, just use pumpkin pie spice. I don't. So, as usual, I'm rolling my own. Okay, so how much coconut oil? Start small. Again, what do you like? I don't know. What do you like? Today, this morning, I'm taking this big old chunk right there. Putting it down in ye old cup. Hi, ye old cup. Lay that there for now. Let's go retrieve the coffee. Look, I don't want you to see. Okay, you want to see? I haven't put stuff away from yesterday. This whole kitchen reorganization thing. Here's what it looks like right now. The cupboards are empty, but okay, whatever. It'll get done today. It really, really will. Because this really, really, really is starting to look like an episode of Hoarders. By the way, here's what it looks like. I don't remember the name of it. Solo Fill or something. There we go. Wait. It's got shit lighting. Solo Fill Gold. Got it off of Amazon. Alright. So here's what I do because, and this is why I brew it into the mug and not just straight into the jar. Those filters, those self-filter things, they leave a little sludge in the bottom of the cup. So I'll show you in a minute what I do about that. Here's what I started doing too. Just put the seasonings in. Like, here's my cinnamon. I poured it out before I put one hand on the camera because that comes out really fast. So I just throw in some cinnamon. This is hard to do looking through a camera. Like, a couple shakes of clove. A couple shakes. Nothing crazy. I know, Jackie says, I need a recipe. I don't measure, which is why my shit never turns out right. Alright, nutmeg. Is that going in the jar? That's more than I usually put. See, I'm not paying attention. But you know what? Happy accidents. Happy accidents. Some ginger. Just throw it in there. Or your pumpkin pie spice, whatever you're doing. Now here's the part where I always make a mess. Whether I'm doing this over the sink or not. So I pour it into the jar. And maybe you'll see the sludge I'm talking about. Go slow towards the end. And when it gets to, see, you're starting to see that little sludgy gunk at the bottom. That's what my filter does. If you're brewing through other methods, you probably don't have to. Oh yeah, now you get this. Look, I have some clean dishes, dirty dishes. So I just rinse that out. Look, that stuff all goes in the drawer. Seriously, like, oh, I don't know. See, that goes there. It was all in there. It was organized once. I don't know what to do. I need professional help. All right, so there we go. And here's the lid. This is fun to do one-handed. Let's see. Let's set you down for a minute. I need both hands. Grounded ginger. All right. We're already at 6 minutes. See, I even got stuff ready before I started. Okay. So, in the jar, and then you shake it. It's really hot because the Keurig brews at 197 degrees. So it's hot. Shake it good. Or use an immersion blender or use a blender. My thought is, blenders are harder to clean. Like, just shake it in the jar. Hell, if you want, just drink it out of the jar. It's not very thermally efficient. Alright. And see, you actually get a color change a little bit lighter just from the coconut oil. Alright. Put you down again just for a minute. Now, I've been buying an organic full-fat coconut milk. This one. But my store was out. All they had was the light. Because someone keeps buying all of this. I'm sure it's me. Anyway, Kara, I loved your idea. I cracked it open and put it in one of these kombucha jars. Because I couldn't find a container that worked right. And I wasn't thinking. So put in some coconut milk, whatever you like. And then I just close it back up and give it a shake again. Look, one-handed. Woohoo! Just give it a little shake. Voila! Can't get it back open one-handed. Oh, there it is. There it is. And then let's shake out some of that water. There we go. And it's done. And it's delicious. And it's pumpkin pie spice. And there's no sugar in it. Add coconut sugar if you want. Add honey if you want, I guess. But if me, the biggest freaking sugar addict in the world, can drink this without sugar, I think you can too. Trust me. This is my first sip of the day, so pardon me for a minute. Sweet mother of all that is holy. Yeah, hold on again. That's good shit. That is good shit right there.
You're talking to yourself.
I know, honey. I always talk to myself. You know what I'm thinking too? This does get thick in the jar. I've had to water it down a couple of times. Add a little bit of water. And this is 10 cents cheaper, of course, because they've just added more water. The ingredients are the same.
Mommy,
I don't want to be a proponent of less fat in coconut milk, but what?
you have my bananas, Tippy.
Are you done eating it?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me you're hungry in 2 minutes?
No.
Then you may give your banana to Tippy. 2 minutes from now, I'm hungry. Anyway, so it's just watered down. It's the same ingredients.
I'm hungry.
I'm going to beat you. Go eat dog food.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just start using this just for my milk or for my coffee and using this for baking. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I mean, more people are buying that. I don't know. I'm rambling because I've only had 2 sips of coffee, obviously. So there you go. Just throw some coconut oil in a jar. And if you're doing dairy and you want to do the Kerrygold, throw the Kerrygold in. It's good. It's good. But honestly, I like the taste better with the coconut milk. But I love coconut. Coconut makes me think of the beach and the sun. And for a brief moment, it takes me away from the fact that I live nowhere near the beach and the sun. So there you go. All right. Go drink some coffee.